All right, folks, here in Salvador, Arizona, and welcome to another Saturday scrapping adventure. Today's area is right next to my house. We're pulling into it right now. Gonna be going all through different neighborhoods today. Let's go get it. Starting out today with a little steel meal going on there. All right, let's start that out. Rebar to go with it, why not? Sure. Well, that's the way to start the day, folks. Good heavy steel meal. All right, let's get this put away and we'll move on. Gonna flag down here at a yard sale. Hey.
I gotta get rid of this. Is metal, kind of heavy.
Yeah, I can take that. I can grab that. Wow. Yeah, they are. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, I'll grab this right now. Yeah, that is heavy. Wow. You weren't kidding.
Yeah.
Oh man, these are heavy. Shoot. Oh, let's get this up in there while we're at it. Yeah. Interesting light fixture. These have been out here for a while. They've grown into the grass. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you bet.
Have a good one. Okay. So there's that. And there is that. We're gonna get up in there, put these heavy things away. That was a heck of a walk in this heat. All right, let's put them up. See what we got for the iron door there.
Right there. That's heavy.
Got it. Okay, that was good and heavy. Now let's get a rope on this, then we'll go. Let's see, is this a plastic or regular? Let's see. Steel? Wow, look at that. What do you know? We got us a steel one. Hey. Get some wires off of that while we're at it. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Okay, a few things hiding out. Baseball bat. Okay. I saw a little garbage disposal, I believe that I did. Oh yeah, the smackaroos. All right. Tie this thing up. Keep the smackaroos down here. Okay, so we'll get that rope. We'll run that around that too. And we'll move on. Wow, looks like we got all that stuff there. I may just be getting this grill here. Let's see. I'm not really looking into patio furniture much today. Oh, and one more thing, folks. Very exciting news. I'm going a little fast and filling up a little early today because my daughter today is going to be baptized. My 22-year-old daughter, Mandy, is being baptized today, and I am going to be there for that. Regulator. Oh, we forgot one. Arizona special. Can't forget that. Let's see. One there. That you will. All right.
I don't believe in superstars, organic food.
There's my boy Don. My boy Don Williams. Love me some Don Williams. And I also love me some Steel Meals, which we got right here. Interesting. Okay. And we get every bit of it. That one also got to ride the rack. All right. Good deal. Well, all right, folks, and welcome to the second city here in Salvador in Arizona. The area we're going to be working today is the far northwest part of town. Pretty large area, a lot of alleys, a few no alley parts, but either way, folks, we're going to go through it and let's go get it. Well, we're at our first stop. I figured I'd go to the one I've been to before that gives good stuff. Why not? And by the way, that's some other stuff we got going on there. Okay. Okay, we got that. Let's get the big old clippers on this one. Okay. Grill time? It's like grill time. I got a rope on that. Yeah. On these long ones, you gotta, or these long stops, you gotta turn the camera off and on a few times. Otherwise, you get a scene that's so long. If you've edited, you know what I mean. That's a greasy one. Greasy, greasy. A little one. May as well. Why not? Oh, the top and some of the metal. Okay. Yeah. I'll grab that. That looks like all of them there, now doesn't it? See there. Man, the one-headed bed. Glad they took it down. Another rope. Okay, we got a little wire salad going on here. Get a transformer there. There we can. Alright. We got that. Transformer. Wire salad. Well, hey! Look at that. Not bad. I think I'm gonna leave those frames because they're a little stuck under there. And okay. Oh my gosh, this thing, even this part weighs a ton. Well, all right, folks. I believe we've done got everything from this huge pile, and that ain't bad for first stop. I think it's my best first stop. Let's move on. Alrighty, so we've got a couple little things here. We'll get the wire off of this thing. I'm grabbing the recycles.
¿Habla español? No.
A poquito.
Tengo un mueble ahí que quiero sacarlo, no se lo quiere llevar.
Mueble furniture, ¿sí?
Ajá.
No, no furniture, a mí, puro fierro.
Oh, puro fierro, ah, ok,
yeah,
ok.
sí, sí. Ok, gracias. Hey, got to bust out a little bit of Spanish there, hey. I knew muebla means furniture. I specifically learned that for this job. Hi. ¿Tú hablas inglés? Sí.
For them.
What is it? Oh, cabinet?
Yes.
I'm gonna put it aquí. Okay, gracias. Okay, come back. Now let's aquí, y aquí, and up. A little over, a little over, a little over. Oh. Well, looks like we're gonna have to use the rope. Oh well. Thank you, sir. All right, folks, we're gonna figure out a way. If we gotta tie it down, we gotta tie it down. But I tell you what, we are not doing too bad so far. Not bad at all. All right, let's figure this out. Wonder what this is. Rock suggestion drawer. Read more. Be kind. Oh, that's cool. It looks like we got sidewalk chalk and. Oh, I see how it is. This rocks. We love you guys. 7 years old. That's cool. I like that. Like I said, actually I didn't. We're in the college neighborhood right now. The college is literally one street that way. Wow, interesting. I like that. One more thing, folks. Check this out. They have rail security. I told you about the light rail security, and this is one of their supervisors here. They got their own little cars there, and those aren't red and blues or anything on the top, but just yellows. But yeah, they got their own little security force for the light rail system. Interesting. It's like somebody had a little run-in with some patio furniture. There you go. Look at that. smashed version. Okay. Alrighty. Alright folks, here in southern Arizona, that was not a bad run today at all. We've made our way up to the north part of town and we are gonna finish up for now. That first spot I hit, man, that one, I did that on purpose last time. That place was full and I figured, well, let's hit the target rich environments first. So we're running all this down to all metal by scrap. See what gets us. See you there. Alrighty folks, here we are down at all metal by scrap. Let's get up on the scale here and see where we're at. Wow, look at that. They've cleared out all the cars. That's cool. 8140, 8140. Yikes. Alrighty folks, let's get the way out of this one here. 7320. 7320. I'm keeping a few things, not too many. Alright folks, here let's do us a wrap up for today in the second city. Today we pulled out 820 pounds. Not bad at all. 6 cents a pound at 49.25. So hey folks, not bad at all. See you on the next adventure. Meet you out there. Well, a few things there. And this I know has a big old transformer in it. I've taken one of these apart before. So do some infilling and the whole thing. Oh, we got a couple things there. Let's see. We're doing a few up and overs here. Get the grates out of that. Well, I don't want the rocks, so we'll forego that. Well, hey, a little street dancing, and there you go. All right, okay, let's see what all we got here. This hydro steam pack. Okay, whatever that is. An old grinder. Space reasons, we're just going to rob this grill. And the other one. That's extra greasy. Wow. Oh yeah, the chairs. Hey, grab the chairs. Yeah, the smackdown even, hey. Heavy little bugger. All right, folks, PD Story Time. Yes, PD Story Time once again. And today we're going to be talking about what were called beat offices. You know, cops have a beat, and then we would have an office in the beat. The way that we did it in our city was a lot of the apartment complexes would actually gift us an apartment to use as our office, mainly because they wanted the police there in their complex. But they'd give us like a little 1-bedroom room, and we'd have a microwave and stuff in there. And then so it was just a place, and you go in there, write reports, etc., do the stuff that you have to do. I was in training at the time. This was 1997, just a little bit ago. And me and my training officer were in the office, and we were writing reports. An officer came in, and his last name is Officer Gonzalez, very common name. Officer Gonzalez came in, and while we were writing reports, and he had a female with him, plain clothes, you know, not a cop. And now he was an old school cop. He'd been around probably since the 70s. And in 97, I mean, he could have started in 77, 78, 79. And, you know, you're talking a very different era of policing when you go back that far. A very different era of policing. The beat office, like I said, was just a 1-bedroom. It had a front room, then a back bedroom, and then the kitchen and the couch. And there was a couch in the back bedroom. I then watched this Officer Gonzalez. I'm pretend I'm the camera. He gets up and he stands there, and he takes off his duty belt, which has his gun, and he lays it down in front of me. I'm sitting here, and here is a gun belt with all of his stuff on it. He takes off his duty belt, and when he did, I noticed a line of dust fall around it, and I thought, oh my God, your belt is that dusty that when you take it off, it sheds dust? Needless to say, I was unimpressed, very unimpressed. And what further unimpressed me is that he then went into the back bedroom of this place and closed the door with the girl. Now, we didn't hear anything, didn't see anything, and so I don't know what all happened there. Me and my officer just me and my training officer looked at each other and just kept on typing. Like I said, we didn't hear anything. Shockingly, he was later fired for prosecuted for perjury. I'm not sure exactly the case surrounding it, but I know it was perjury, and he was fired for that. Yeah, like I said, he was a throwback from the old days, and by that time, those days were long gone. Yeah. He was only there for maybe 6 months before he got fired. That's as much as I worked with him. Now, let's talk about a little interesting PD story time one here. A case where I got a call about my mother from the police late at night. Usually it's the other way around. The mom's getting the call about the kid late at night. Well, back in the day, I would always leave my ringer on at night because a lot of times people call early in the morning to give up off-duty jobs. So I wanted to hear that in case I got, you know, so I could get some extra money. This one traffic sergeant, he rode a motorcycle. He worked a lot of off-duty work, and he would often call me sometimes when he needed to get rid of some. So it's about 4 a.m., 4:30, and the phone goes off, and I look over and I see it's that sergeant, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's giving up a job, you know, because at about 4 in the morning, if you have a early job, that's about the time you'd give someone a call for that. Turns out, no, it wasn't. He wasn't offering me a job. He was on. Now, motorcycle officers take their motorcycles home, and he lived out in a different part of town, so he was going down the freeway. And he saw my mom on the freeway, and she was reading a bit in her lane, and he pulled her over, and that's why he called me. It turns out that she didn't even recognize. I talked to her later, a few days later. She didn't even see the patch on him until like they were like halfway through the interaction. I'm like, Mom, I've been a cop for that department for 15 years. I think at that point, like, you didn't notice he was with that department? She said no, but she told him, you know, who I was and all that, and then he gave me a call. I got there, and he was just like, I haven't done any tests on her. I'm not sure what's all going on, but I think she just needs a ride home. And I said, I didn't ask any questions. I said, thank you, sir. I will take care of it. And I got Mom in the car and drove her home. And I never asked her about it. And I never, and then frankly, I don't want to know. She passed back in 2018. And Mom, I love you and miss you. And folks, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And that's PD story time for today. And let's get back. Folks, not a bad stop here. I didn't lose my clippers, but I left my gloves. I found one of them. I left it sitting on the side. Not very smart, but hey. So we're using the old ratty ones, but we can still get this pool motor. That we will. Boom. A white ring. Anything else? Nope. Alrighty. That last one wasn't a little wonky. It may have been. I'll have to look at it when I get back, but I had my camera pointed in a weird direction. This here. Okay, let's go there. You. There we go.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Bad?
Hey.
Good?
Yeah,
Barbecue.
I'm filling up. Yeah, I'm getting them all over. Okay, let's see. What do we have to do and up and over on this one here. Got a little single here, I think. With Cuisinart. I've seen one with a retractable thing like that. Oh, it's just storage. Down you go. Okay, looks like we got 2 cord clips here. Is this an old? That it is. We got it's a Kirby. Hey, we found this another one. Look at that. All right. Well, hey, even though I've tried selling the other ones and they didn't sell, we'll throw our hat in the ring again. Kirby has been acquired. Well, alrighty folks, let's do a wrap up here. Got the good scrappy skyline going on. Not a bad run today at all. Really filled up quick. That was really good. Got the Kirby going on there. Got all kinds of stuff. Gonna be taking this down to all metal by scrap. And like I said, I'm leaving. I'm glad I filled up quickly because like I said, my daughter's getting baptized. We're going there today at 5 o'clock. Love you, Mandy, and I'm very proud of you for getting baptized. Yes. Let's get on down to all metal by scrap. Alrighty folks, here we are, all metal by scrap. About to get up on the scale here. Oh, 8260. 8260. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright folks, that was another hot and sweaty one. I know I always say that, but man, you really sweat when you're unloading that truck. I tell you what. Let's see where we wound up at though. 7320, 7320. We're saving the Kirby and a little bit of non-ferrous. Alrighty folks, let's wrap it up here for the week. Today we ended with the Kirby, of course, and a couple good motors there. Got a little some transformer stuff in here, a little smattering of wires. And let's go have a look at the money from the steel. Today, $940, $56. Second City, $820, $49 for a total of $105.75. Now, interesting folks is that I looked this one up. It says it was made between the G4 was made between 93 and 97. So got it plugged in and we're gonna go live. I haven't tested it myself, so let's see. So the motor works, but the belt's jacked up. So either way, if it doesn't sell, it might meet the fate of the other Kirbys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look back on that. Anyways, folks, I had a great time. Hope you guys did too. And we'll see y'all next week. Thank you.